Hello, this is part 2 of Bionicle part 2. Sorry for breaking the episode up, but it was very long. If you haven't seen part 1, definitely go listen to it before listening to this. Thank you again, enjoy the rest of the episode. But that brings us to 2008. The Battle for Power, as it's sometimes called, with the Mystica and Fantoka waves. So this year did something strange. Instead of doing a wave of 6 bad guys and a wave of 6 good guys.
Crisis.
Yeah, that's going to affect next year. This year too, but it'll become really apparent next year. Instead of doing a wave of 6 good guys, 6 bad guys, they would do a wave of 3 good, 3 bad, and then another wave of 3 good, 3 bad. And they had different aesthetics to them. I don't really know why. I kind of wish what they did was they would do a wave. You know what? No, we'll talk about that after we've seen them.
The spine-looking guy was pretty sick-looking.
We'll talk about him later.
Mr. Spiny. Okay.
We will talk about these guys, I swear.
Yeah.
He looks. Yeah, I agree though. These are the Toa Fantoka. So the original Toa Mata or Toa Nuva, they're back, and they look completely unrecognizable.
I can't really tell what the left one is exactly. Like, I can't tell where's the head.
They released Iron Man this year.
Yes, they did. The MCU started this year.
Oh.
But so they don't really look anything like their original Mata or Nuva forms. I think these guys more closely resemble their original forms than the other 3 that we'll talk about. The theme of this year is that they all fly now. They fly now.
Thank you for the clarification.
Thank you, Connor.
I actually said it, and then it took me like...
Ethan was like...
It actually stalled
Ethan was like
my
halfway
neurons
asleep.
for a second. I didn't say it originally with that in mind.
It blew something in your brain there.
No, I had a second to buffer.
It woke Ethan up a little bit, I assume. He's just like,
So Kopaka has sick wings now. Leia has a bunch of jetpacks on him. And Pohatu has fun little helicopter hands. They spin if you turn the thing on his back. I love it.
Helicopter.
Pohatu looks completely unrecognizable. I can see it a little bit out of these two, but not him at all.
He looks like an excited child with like 2 fidget spinners.
Oh, I
rocking
love
each
him.
hand.
Yeah, he's great, but he just doesn't look like his original
He's
form.
Gen Z to a T.
I don't have these two. I do have like 90% of Pohatu, except the sockets are broken and he's missing a foot. But I do have him. I love Leia's new sword piece. I think that looks cool. I've heard tales that Kopaka has a tendency to break. If you move him from in this position at all, holding the gun in both ways, he will break a socket. I've heard tale of that.
I have one of those guns.
Which set?
No, Ethan, don't do it.
Not any of these ones.
Okay, keep that in the back of your mind, because there's not very many of these. There's not very many sets that this came in, so...
Connor will narrow it down
maybe
one day.
It may have come in a system set.
They'll just make you just
gimme.
Yeah, that.
Because I don't have them.
Yeah,
That one.
I don't like that Kopaka doesn't have a shield. That's his gimmick. He had a shield, and now he doesn't. He just has a lance or a bayonet on his gun. I think the bayonet looks sick, but I wish he had a shield.
What's that pose? He's so like, he's just, like the crouching pose, and then you have your hands clasped together, and then you're just like looking up at the camera, and you're just like, hey.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Tinder profile picture right there. He's like, yeah, that's right.
Looking handsome. Also,
he's like, I love beer in the afternoons on a good Sunday after church.
His eye thing is on the wrong side. Like in the official set, it was on the left side on the original set. Now it's on this side. I don't know why. Or it is on the left side now. It's supposed to be on his right.
Well, it's his left side. Oh, I see. Okay.
I do like these new masks. I like the return of the weird trans shield that was on the other sets. That was on some of the Mari. I just think it looks cool.
Whenever they have the gear between their legs, it kind of looks like their balls have been chopped up or like folded in really weirdly.
Don't say that. Yeah. Don't ruin this for me.
And they're singular ball.
I don't think
Imagine
orange.
how that feels.
I don't. Just replace all that with gears. I don't think that the orange works well as the color for Pohatu. I think he was better as brown. But I love his helicopter hands. And then when they're not spinning them, he's got like snappy little claws. Love it.
That's pretty good.
I actually quite like these guys. I think they're not like amazing, but I think they're good. I don't know why they're so low res in some of these pictures, but Bohatu is my favorite because I love his
The
goofy little
gang's all here.
helicopter.
Guys, tag yourself. Which ones would you be? Would you be Kopaka, Lua, or Pohatu?
I'm Bohatu.
You're Pohatu?
No, actually, it's
Which one do you want to be, Ray?
Ray is probably Bohatu.
Oh, I was gonna say I wanted to be Kopaka, but I'm cool with also being Pohatu.
I'm
cool with
just
any
a
of them.
silly guy.
Just a silly guy. Yeah, do you think I'm a silly guy?
No.
I would never wield a fidget spinner. I take that back. I don't want to be
I
Pohatu.
think, you know what? I may also have a McDonald's thing of Toa Lua. That might be what I'm thinking of.
Lewa.
Lua.
Lewa.
Also, he's built wrong in this
Lewa.
picture. He's got a
Lewa?
silver arm.
Yeah,
Again, simple Anika builds, but I think they're cool. I like the Anika build, and I really like these masks.
You got fidget spinners for hands?
I
That's
like you.
awesome.
You have a cupcake.
Their gimmick is the Sky Blaster.
A new gun.
A new gun, which is actually
A new car.
mostly exclusive to these guys. It'll show up in a couple other
For
sets, but
Joker's neutral B, he wields a gun.
they don't use it in the other waves, which I think, or in the other sets this year, which I think is weird, or like the other canister sets. In my opinion, this is the best shooter. It shoots Zamors. I think it looks sick as hell without it. It just looks like a bazooka.
Yep.
And it shoots Zamors. You just kind of load them in, you pull the trigger. This is the easiest one to take someone's eye out with. No questions asked.
Flick them in, flick them out, take your kid's eye out,
Yeah,
kill
no, this thing is
your
great.
brother.
Absolute choking hazard. But I love them. This is my favorite one.
Yep.
I didn't have any of these guys as kids, but I like them. Now, the Makuta
I like 'em.
Fantoka are a very different aesthetic, yet
Little spider boys.
I love these guys. They're
Vampire.
more bats,
Oh, I
but
wonder.
Yeah.
Didn't even read Vampra before calling them all vampires.
the Fantoka wave is basically superheroes versus vampires, which is sick as
There's
fuck.
I have an Antros somewhere. The pieces of an Antros.
That's the only one I'm missing. Give it to me. I need it. Actually, I don't have Vampra built. I have 2 Kyroxes. I had one when I was little, and then you know that big order that we went to go get, Ethan, that you were with me for?
Yeah.
That he was in there.
I remember these from just playing with the little chest bit and just going whoop 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 whoop. That's all I did with them. I just pressed the little button on the back to make the chest go bleh.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about the Tridax pods in a minute.
That's what they're called. Crazy. It's just the chest boopy.
These are great. I love these guys. Kyrox is one of my all-time favorite Bionicles. I just think he looks sick as hell. These are some of my favorite masks. They are normal masks. They have regular Metru heads underneath, which is great. I love their weapons. I like that Kyrox actually has a longer arm than normal. He has like a 3-jointed arm, which gives him a really weird aesthetic, but it can kind of fold up, which is cool. They're so cool. Like, I love Antroz's folded up wings. I love his big knife things. The Tridax pod looks really cool with the ribs. Vampra's mask is just awesome.
I like the knuckle walk.
The knuckle walk is cool. Yeah, she doesn't have any hands, but she looks cool, and I like her. Yeah, these are some of my favorites. They're Nike builds, but not really. Like, they have like things changed on them. Like, I don't.
$13.
A lot of the Bionicle the price has gone up.
$13 retail. That's
There are
awesome.
more pieces and they are more complicated, but they have gone up in price. Keep that in the back of your mind. The Batwing pieces are sick. These are genuinely some of my favorite sets. These 2 especially, because I had them when I was little. I love the armor. This piece is from Nuparu, but it's in silver now, like Nuparu Mari. Yeah, 3 of my favorites. They just look cool. They look badass. I don't have to explain
and they have the
myself.
chest bit that goes boopy.
Yeah, so that is the Tridax pod, filled with these delicious looking gummies.
Gummies.
Again,
I definitely
the forbidden
ate all of
fruits.
those.
I know,
Dude, those look so...
I never.
those are
ate
definitely,
these.
like-
My
This is
sister did.
absolutely
do.
where a majority of my current microplastic content
This
and
is-
blood comes
I
from.
showed my sister these, and she was like, "Oh my god, give it to me! I need to eat it."
They're just the Scooby-Doo gummies.
They
like
look
the
they look
turquoise
exact.
ones.
They're rubber too. They feel like that.
Squidgy.
So they come with
Squidgy.
like 4 or 5. You put them in the ball, and then you put
I
them
just
in the
didn't give a
chest.
shit what kids ate back then.
No. And then you push
Then I
on,
got to the Tide
Fucking-
Pod era,
We're in
yeah,
the Great
that was-
Recession,
yeah.
dude.
you push on the chest.
I
We
had a
couldn't
bag
afford
of Tide
food, so we just
Pods.
had to eat plastic.
You push
I had
on
a
the
bag
chest.
of Tide Pods like right over there.
You push on the back pit here, and then it falls out. It doesn't shoot very far. Like in the commercials, it shows it like shooting out, just kind of plops out and breaks open. But
It goes, instead of going like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if it'll work with my microphone. Instead of going like, it would do like,
yeah, it doesn't shoot very well. But I think it looks cool though. Like
I mean, can you launch your heart across a room? No,
Regrettably,
it'll just
no.
fall out of your chest.
these guys are also supposed to be shapeshifters. Again, that doesn't like the.
they kind of look more
Piraka.
like vampires.
They don't.
Vampira! Oh!
They don't toy
Why didn't I
them
notice
as
that?
shapeshifters.
Ray, you
They
fuck.
just-
You're too focused on your cross stitch. You didn't hear my joke from 3
Crocheting.
minutes ago.
Yeah, he did
Yeah,
say
sorry
that
that.
you just
about
copied.
Again, shapeshifters like this don't toy very well, but they look cool as is. I don't really care about about them like that. They're so cool. Genuinely, Kyrox is probably my favorite canister scale set.
His head's too big. He's gonna have too big a forehead.
Because he was always the bad guy in my
Receding
stories
hairline.
until
Oh, I see.
he was always the bad guy
Bad guy's got that
until I
receding
took him
hairline.
apart and built a horrible monster. But that was the head.
Do you still have it?
No, he's not together.
Damn it.
I don't have any pictures of it either. I called it the Octuparian. I don't know where I heard that from or what that means. But he had like 20 limbs. He was just a horrifying monster.
That does sound like an actual Bionicle name.
Yeah, a
I would
little
be
bit.
convinced.
I think it might be a Star Wars name that I stole as a kid.
Fucking
Keep in
thief.
mind, I had
Little thief.
7 when this came out. So I read that
That's fair.
somewhere when I was 7 or 9. Or 7 to 9, somewhere in that range. Well, I had to have been at least 8, actually, because it used pieces from the following year. But, yeah, I don't know. I love Kyrox. They do have a gimmick as well with the Matoran, which we'll talk about in a minute. These are the Matoran. The Av Matoran are the ones up here. They're the good guys. And then the Shadow Matoran are in the bottom. They're the bad guys. They've been mutated by these things. Tanma I had as a kid.
We all would if we ate them, I think.
I have these. I think I'm
was
only
mutated.
missing Radiac, actually.
Yeah.
I don't have Radiac. I do have these two. I don't have Gavla built, nor do I have Photok built, but I do have them. I only had Tanma.
Kirop and Gavla have very different masks compared to the
Yes.
other 3 or other 4. I mean, Rediac does
Well,
too.
they're
but-
in the same vein as the Makuta, which we will come back to in a minute. Same with these guys.
Gotcha.
Solek is a meme in the community for some reason. So these guys introduce what's called the Avmatoran build, which again I don't hate it nearly as much as most of the community does, but it is a lot simpler compared to the other builds for Matoran. They have they have always bent limbs, but again, if you invest in a system, I don't mind it too much because you get lots of things for the system. They do have this new head block though. I do think they're too simple though. I liked the older ones. But sick as hell new masks. All the weapons are reuses, but that's okay. They're breaking out Matoran original feet again, which is cool. They have jetpacks. They have wings, which is cool. They have this new head block, which has a socket at the bottom, which is new. All of the other heads had a ball at the end. It will fit normal masks, and these will work on old Avmatoran head or on regular heads as well, which is good. I like the synergy, but yeah, they're very simple. There's no those are the jetpacks, those are the wings. They're simple, but I do like them.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Tanma
Yeah,
might be my favorite. I don't know.
The wings, I think. are
Again, I
different.
had them when I was little. I had Tanma and Gavla when I was little. I now have all of them except Radiac. But again, Gavla's not built, and I bought Photok like last year, but I took them apart because I wanted the mask for a thing.
Do you think, out of spite, you'll just die once you have every single Bionicle?
No,
That
because
is
then
ever
there's Hero
made.
Factory,
Okay.
which I'm also working on, and then I'm probably gonna do Mars Mission or Exo Force. There's always
Mars Mission?
And then there's Star Wars. I could do agents,
Uh-huh.
power miners.
Even though you don't like them all.
I like everything I just mentioned.
No, but like, but there's some things within them all that you don't like.
Well,
right?
yeah, I need the whole set.
Okay.
You miss-
I need.
I can't be right. I can't have 9 out of 10, for example. I need all of them.
Hey,
It's
IGN would
bothering
be
me
fine
that
with
I
that.
don't have
You should be
Radiac.
too.
I should
Okay.
buy Radiac.
You know what? I agree. You should buy Radiac. These are actually very cool.
They're not that expensive either. But yeah,
That's
their gimmick.
Yeah.
So on.
oh.
They can
Oh,
go
no.
on.
Oh, very good.
That's Colonel
No.
Meeber Gascon from Clone Wars. This came up when I googled Radiac, so I just put it in. I don't know.
Why the fuck did it come up? Did you dive no deeper than it?
It came up, so I put it in. So their gimmick is so the Fantoka and the Mystica in a bit will have this as well, but they're clearly designed to go with the Fantoka. They can ride on their backs. They got a little thing
second
on the
heads,
bottom,
2 heads.
and it's kind of dumb, but I think it looks cooler. They just kind of ride. They just kind of hang out there. I don't really know why, but it's fun. Again, they're clearly designed to go with the Fantoka, but they are advertised going on. None are pictured, but they are advertised going on the Mystica as well. But I don't think it looks as good because the colors don't match.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love this image. I don't know who made it or why. I just think it's funny, so
It's
I put
just
it
your
in.
personality wrapped up into a little
Colonel
meme.
Meeber Gascon from the D Squad arc of Clone Wars.
So you said that's from Clone
It's from
Wars?
Clone
That
Wars.
doesn't... Is that a screenshot from the
D-Squad.
show?
Yep,
Or the movie? Oh.
that's the show. That's like
I
season
don't-
6.
This is... season 6? Come
Yeah.
on. They should have their art style
This is the
together.
one where the droids become
Radiac.
the
appear-
Avengers.
This is the one where they set off the largest explosion in
Yep,
the entire Clone Wars.
yep, yeah. Where they
Yeah.
And R2 lives.
they give a bunch of droids
R2?
superpowers and then tell them to break into a ship, and then they get lost in the desert.
Radiac
And that
appears
guy
to
is
be a
just over
meme
here.
because of
One of their droids' powers is that they pull his brain out and he becomes a command module for this guy
Oh. Okay.
because he's little.
You're really selling me
little.
on Star Wars,
Clone
you
Wars
know,
is good.
the more you talk about
This is
Clone
a
Clone
bad-
Wars.
Wars is based.
This
Clone
is
Wars
kind of
is
a
good
bad
as
arc.
fuck. Radiac
This is
appears to be a
based.
meme because it has 16 pieces in the set.
Oh yeah, but no, the others have 14. Yeah, they are extremely simple. All right, let's talk about the Mystica. I don't like these guys nearly as much as the Toa Fantoka. So this is the other half of the Toa Nuva. I saw some resemblance to the original forms in the Mystica or in the Fantoka. I don't see it on these guys. Where's Tahu's sword? He doesn't have a shield. Kopaka has the shield. Why does Tahu have the shield? Why does Anua
It's just
look?
not right. It's just terrible, isn't it?
Why does Gali look like this?
They got the gun though. That's good.
Yeah, they've got. We'll talk about the gun afterwards.
Like the bit and the things.
Yeah, it's okay.
You sure got it.
I don't mind the Sky Blaster.
It's got little,
but-
But
little
that's like
horn
that's the one
ears.
that's the much more common Lego gun.
Yeah, this one shows up in more sets, which sucks because the Sky Blaster was cooler.
Yeah.
But these guys are okay. Anua is easily my favorite. I was
gonna say Anua's goes hard.
these two are built.
Gotta love the
I had
emos.
Gali when I was little, but she isn't built. I do like
the
her
iron
shoulder
sight
pieces
is kind of
though.
crazy on.
On the gun,
Gali.
but like she doesn't
Yeah.
get anything else cool. Like Tahu gets a shield, Anua gets turns it into like a minigun. She just gets like a little scope. Like
I get
Little
to
scope.
see
Kinda lame.
where I'm aiming at.
Yeah,
I
'cause
get
all
to
the
It's
women are
also-
reduce
blind.
the possibility
She also-
of war crimes.
she also has what's referred to as in the community as the waffle eye. It's on the wrong side as the iron sight. So she can't it's.
Is that why she uses the scope? Is because she also has
I
the
guess
waffle
so.
eye?
I don't like this mask. This is one of my least favorite masks.
Does the face details, is that also like lore based, or is it just like, oh, they're born with that mask?
It's
or,
a
like,
mask.
what's
They can change it if they want to, but we've kind of stopped.
Oh.
They have stopped doing that in the story. That was an original thing for the first couple of years. They have mostly stopped doing that. They don't sell the
So,
blind
like-
bags anymore.
Okay. Theoretically though, like
In canon,
in
they
kind
can.
of like canon lore, they could take off the mask if they wanted to.
Yeah, and they have
replace it with
different
something else.
powers.
Oh.
You
You didn't mention that. That's a very
definitely
cool
did,
detail.
But the masks give
Okay,
them
obviously
powers,
wasn't listening.
but at this point they don't really change their masks out anymore, because that was why they had the blind bags when they were little, or at the beginning, so you could switch him out. It's like, well, Tahu's going to use his water breathing now. Let me switch to the Akaku, or let me use his shielding power. I guess he came with that
Ethan,
one, but let me switch to the How.
Do you remember this detail of the masks having different powers?
I probably said it or I didn't.
What?
It's fine.
Never mind. You're fine.
You guys were talking?
But yeah, they don't do that anymore. Anyua's mask looks good, although you can't really... These are renders, but in the real set, you can't really see his eyes through it, which is a little disappointing. Yeah. I like Tahu's mask, but it's just not Tahu, man. This is just a different guy. I don't think these were designed with the Nuva in mind.
Tahu's cousin from his mom's side.
Bavu.
This is Tahu's cousin, Tim-Hu.
Tim-Hu.
Because you're like, Tim? Who the fuck is Tim?
They've got...
Who the fuck is Tah?
In my opinion, they have
who the fuck are you?
In my opinion, they have a little bit too much silver on them, especially Gali. I think Anua does go pretty hard, though. I like the red highlights, too, and the laser scope. Yeah, they're not great. I don't love them. I don't think they're bad. I do like the spikes on Gali's shoulders. I don't really mind the fins on her mask. I don't like that mask.
That's what they're supposed to be, her fins?
I guess so. Tahu's, I like the jets on them, though. Like, they've all got... Anua's are on the inside of his leg, but... and I like that Tahu's are on the sides. But they're not great. I don't like these guys very much.
Do the colors of masks also change the type of,
no. No, the color doesn't matter.
Different dude, different homie.
Okay. That would be confusing if you saw, like, a guy dressed in red and he's like, you can handle fire, right? And he's like, no, actually, I'm air.
Well, that is the
Pikmin logic.
The red is just kind of their color. He's a fire guy. So But they can't change that part.
Because, like, the original six, the ones that I know from the movies and stuff, from, like, the old-ass movies.
Well, they were the same thing.
Yeah, that's kind of, like, where I associate the elements with and stuff, because they all have, like,
the elements were the same.
Yeah, yeah.
These...
More fucking guys.
These are bugs. So the...
Bugs, you say?
The Mystica was, or the Fantoka was superheroes versus vampires. This is now superheroes versus bugs, which I think is less cool, but I do like these
one
guys.
on the left is the one that Obi-Wan fights in episode 2.
Yeah, the acolyte.
General Kenobi.
He does look like that. Krika is easily the best one here. I do have all three of these.
2 less limbs, I guess.
I do think these guys are pretty cool, especially when compared to the Toa. Krika, easily the best one. He's weird compared to the other ones.
I do kind of like him.
He doesn't have wings.
The legs are...
He just canonically can just fly. I think his mask just lets him fly. So he can keep up with the others, but he looks sick as hell. He's the only nice Makuta as well. He's not really a bad guy. He just has to work for them. He does actually have the Tridax Pod launcher. Like, it's the same chest piece, but they've covered it up. He can't shoot anything, but it is interesting that they reused that piece. Gorast has got the 4 limbs. That's sick. I love these wing pieces. They are so cool. And I do wish, though, these guys had proper masks. They don't. Biddle's fine. I like the yellow and the little red spikes on their arms. But Biddle is probably my least favorite. But Gorast is one of the few not blue females. Krika
I guess that's true. Yeah, the females have been all blue except for
with very few exceptions. Yeah. Krika is, as I said it already, far and away the best one here. Like, Krika is so cool. One of the finest canister sets. These pieces get silver recolors.
Oh, my headphone fell off.
These pieces get silver recolors later down the line, but the red and blue, which I believe is a mostly exclusive color scheme to these pieces, is like very few sets are marbled in this way throughout like history, but they look so good like this.
May I say, his limbs look like imitation crab.
Kind of, yeah.
Just the color variation. The food itself, not particularly. It's a little more smooth than that, but
It kind of does look like that. Goras.
just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Goras has got these cool claws as well. Like, they're not amazing. I like them more than I like the Toa, but not as much as I liked any of the Fantoka. I had something else I wanted to say about these guys. Oh, I wanted to mention, I found, this might be a bit of nostalgia for somebody listening or you guys. I found a book in an antique store I found both of them in the box set, the Lego book and Standing Small. If you want to look up a picture,
Standing
Ethan.
Small.
I found them in an antique mall, and I opened them in that store. I bought them. They're right beside me. I opened them first to the Bionicle page.
Oh!
I just walked right in on that shit. I didn't do that intentionally. I just opened the book. I'm like, Bionicle. I just about had a heart attack.
Your hand was guided by God.
The gods.
It was, yeah.
Mata Nui's
Your eyes
light.
do.
Like, I have a book like this.
I always read these. I took them out from my elementary school library, and I found them.
I was gonna say, I've seen them in the library for sure.
Yeah, I found them.
At insert middle school name here.
From like I took them out because we were right in middle school when these guys were coming out. So,
Yeah, no kidding.
Those books were 2009, but I got so much nostalgia from those books. I bought them. They're like $20. They're so out of date now, but Bionicle was still going when
still
that
good
book was written. Hadn't been canceled yet.
Haven't been canceled yet.
Yeah, they're okay. I don't hate them. The gimmick of all of the Mystica, which is weird because the Fantoka had two different gimmicks, is the Ghost Blaster. It's fine. One of my least favorite shooter mechanics. It works. Like, the dart will shoot if you push the pump down. You can store an extra one there, which I like.
You can take your brother's IO with it.
No, these don't have nearly as much power to them.
Is that something that's happened before to either of you?
I probably shot my brother in the side.
I cannot confirm or deny these accusations at
Again,
this time.
I never really
sure I've
used the
heard.
shooters that much because then I had to go pick them up again. So
I have severely injured my
Inefficient.
brother, but not with anything like this. Just with my normal.
I also don't think these look nearly as cool when they're holding them. Like, I just think they look kind of ugly when they're holding them. Versus if we look at the Fantoka, I think they look cool holding the gun.
The Tinder picture.
Like, especially on Pohatu or Kopaka. But versus the I shouldn't have scrolled back so far. It doesn't look as cool. I just don't like it. Oh, I forgot to mention on you. I like his minigun. I like that it turns into a minigun. That's cool.
You did say that, but you're all good.
Well, I said it again.
Thank you for saying it again.
But yeah,
I
no,
appreciate it.
it's okay. This is probably my least favorite shooter mechanic. It works, other than the squid launcher, because that one doesn't work. It looks cool.
Is it like a air pump looking dude?
Yeah,
Like, is that how
it's just an air pump. You push on it, it'll shoot.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's basic.
What I wish they
basic
did
physics.
instead of a wave of 3 and 3, and then 3 and 3, I wish if we could insert a hypothetical year in between 2008 and 2009. I wish we got
2008.5.
Yep. I wish
If
we
you will.
got 6 Makuta Mystica, 6 Toa Mystica, and then 6 of the Makuta Fantoka and Toa Fantoka.
Yeah, do you think that
I wish
Too
we could
bad,
do that.
motherfucker. Subprime mortgage.
You do all 3, or you
they're
do
like
all
inflation? Let's just like maybe cut it down a little bit.
You do all 6 Toa Nuva like this,
Or
in this sort of
recession,
style.
sorry.
Yeah, this is recession time. All 6 Toa Nuva in this style, and then you do 6 cool bat-like looking monsters, and then let's say you do 6 good guys of these. And then the next year you do 6 bad guys of these, and then let's say you make it the Mari or the Anika, or they're the same guys, or heaven forbid you make new characters, and you make those guys in this style, and you do all 6 in this style, and then 6 bugs, and then I think that would have
They
been
do need more
cooler.
bugs. Bugs
But
are essential.
you would have
yeah.
to have inserted another year, and I also would not have taken that over unless it were really cool over the year we get after this, because I love 2009. But it's very different. Yeah, That's all I have to say about the canister sets for this year. Let's do Mutrin and Vikings. Titan
Ooh.
time.
Ooh, it's like a dude and his little gremlin child.
Yeah, so...
Oh, he rides him. I don't like it.
It's
no.
the same gimmick as the other one.
I'll
He
say
is
it
big.
again.
Oh God.
Mutrin is basically another Fantoka, and and Viking is another Shadow Matoran. It's just nice to get another one.
I don't know why,
one.
but the little dude riding the big guy reminds me of like Mort and King Julian. I don't know why. It's like if Mort
That's
rode King Julian, you know? Like
That's a
the
Mad
vibe.
Max thing.
Master Blaster. I was thinking
It's a Borderlands thing, is what I was
the
thinking.
Psychos, yeah. I do agree though, Ray. It's funny.
Thank you.
Master Blaster is a better reference though. I just like Mad Max, even though I haven't seen.
Yeah,
the
that's right. I'm the better friend. I'm winning.
That's true. He also hasn't seen those movies, but we've watched a lot of clips on YouTube. I haven't seen the new one yet. I need to watch it.
Is it out yet?
It's out yet.
Ah.
It is. It looks. Apparently, it's pretty good.
It looks interesting.
It's absolutely fucking tanking in the theaters, but so I do need to go see it before they take it off. But yeah, no, he's nice to get another. He looks like Kyrox a little bit, but he's different. It's the same mask, just with green. Again, I am okay with a recolor if it's a sick recolor, which this is. And that's Kyrop's mask as well, just with green instead of silver. I think it looks cool though.
Green's pretty cool.
I like his claws.
Britney Spears.
Yeah, I like his big sword and spear. Looks cool. Very expensive though. I don't have him.
Is the ball in his chest meant to be like a body part of some kind, or is it just like a weapon?
It's a weapon.
Ah.
It's stored. They're shapeshifters.
Let me throw my essential organs at you.
They store the shadow leeches, which are the little gummies, and then they throw them at the Matoran,
Oh,
and
right.
it mutates them. They also
I forgot
threw it
there was a
on.
ball.
They threw it at Takanuva too, which is why we didn't get him, but we'll see him later.
What a weird.
He's in
like,
this year. Just he wasn't a canister set.
What a strange way to just like implant weird bugs into people. To just like remove the
Look,
thing from your
This
chest
is one of
and
those things
throw
that designed the
gunk at them.
toy first.
I know it's cool. I like it.
I
Don't
like
get
it
me
too.
wrong,
It's
I enjoy
awesome.
It. Yeah, I like it.
I'm not complaining.
It's just like
I fucking love
it's
that.
a little bit more like kind of grotesque.
It just doesn't make any
unsettling
sense when you think
mechanic.
about it for more than a
It
second.
makes sense, kind of.
It's-
It's a fantasy thing, so it's not exactly meant to make sense. It's like a
I love
normal
this
thing,
stuff.
but
It's
it's
weird.
Yeah. When it's weird like that, it's like, ooh, this is weird, but it's awakening something in me.
This awakens nothing in me other than it's cool.
I'm
and
not. I
wanna
don't mean that
play
in
with
like a
it.
sexual way. I mean that in just like a, oh, I'm now interested in weird stuff.
We'll do a
That
lore.
still sounds bad.
We will
out
do
of
the lore
context.
episode at some point.
Yeah, that's more what I mean.
I'm
is
taking a break
lore-wise.
from Bionicle when we're done these.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is the Toa Ignika. So this is the Ignika itself, the Mask of Life. Finally, after years of hype,
God.
this is basically God.
God.
Sort of.
He looks worse
So,
in person.
Mitoro in the previous year. Well, this isn't
Thank God
truly
he's a
God.
woman. Yeah.
Mitoro
Just
in the
Jesus.
previous year put on the Mask of Life, which is normally supposed to be gold. I don't know why it's silver here. I guess it was losing power. I don't remember. He put on the Mask
Connor?
of Life at the last second to save God. Yes.
I recognize his little hoverboard.
I swear to fucking God, if you have the Toa Ignika, that would explain where you got the Sky
this
Blaster
is where
from.
I got the Sky Blaster.
You
from,
have,
yeah.
please, Ethan, please. This one's even more than
Oh,
I
no.
thought you would have. Please, don't look at that.
You have
don't look
literal
at it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, listen, we'll have a day, you'll come over, we'll dig through every single piece of Lego, and you can take all of it home, alright?
You don't have to. If you want to keep your toys, I'm not.
I'm
just
don't
fucking with you.
care about this.
I'm mostly
I don't
just-
have this autism. It's your autism. You can keep it.
Anytime though, just please, like I am just kidding though, just so you know, like when I'm just like, give me.
Please, I need it. Please,
Give-
I'm just kidding.
No,
But like, no,
whenever
I'm
I
totally
say,
joking.
give
But
me
like,
your Death Star,
my
like,
life
it's-
does depend on it.
It's yours. I don't actually want to take it. That being said, if you ever seriously offer me it, I'm buying it immediately.
And if you do, I'll come and watch and then just like crochet
And
in the
laugh.
corner. And laugh. I'll be like, ha! My money goes towards more useful things like yarn
No, I'd have this. It'd be worth
and
it.
Pokemon.
So the Toa Ignika himself is, so Mitoro, my sweet beautiful boy, in the previous year, put on the Mask of Life at the last minute, and saved everybody's life, including God, at the cost of his own. So Mitoro died, which is very unfortunate. But then the Mask of Life formed a new body. which is this guy. It would do that again next year, but a different body. Because the lore is kind of dumb.
No, it's not. That's cool.
But the no, I wish that they put some sort of Mitoro-isms in his body, and it was like Mitoro's body, but with a different mask and different colors. I think that would have been really cool. They didn't do that, but I do wish they did that though. But he is okay as it is. He is basically just the most basic Inika build that you could do. The mask is a little bit big on his head, but it looks cool, so I'm not complaining. It is one of the finest masks ever made. It looks a little bit like a man, though. That's a little...
oh, I literally didn't fucking notice that.
That's a little
It's like
curious.
a little snow angel.
They got a
I
fucking
wonder,
Vitruvian man in there.
I wonder if there's any...
Ratatouille, but he came
any
from outside
significance
instead
to
of
this.
inside.
No, it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. So yeah, he rides on the speeder. The speeder is pretty
Playing
cool.
coy with us, you little bitch.
I'll explain it. I didn't put a slide about that. Shit, I should have. Whatever.
That's okay.
I was going to put a slide that was just a picture of God rising out of the ocean, but I didn't. Whatever, it's fine.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
Yeah,
Jesus
he is
walking
cool.
on water kind of shit.
I do like
Yeah.
this guy. I don't have him, but I want him.
Yeah, it was a great toy to play with.
Gimme. I want it.
I need
I've stared at the Bricklink listings longingly.
Oh my gosh.
Again, when I
You're
get
adorable.
back,
You're so cute.
I'll take one of my weekends, just Tuesday or Wednesday off. You'll come by, we'll chill, bake some fucking cookies or something, and we'll go
Oh
through
my
every single piece
God.
of Lego.
Can I actually come when you do that though? That sounds like super nice.
Dude, of course.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's not my house, but I'm inviting you.
Okay.
Anyways, so I mentioned earlier that Takanuva got shadow leached. He did. He's not. This is him. He looks very different. I could not find very good pictures of him.
Kind of looks a little. He
Dude,
kind of looks
this
like
for
the.
$30?
Yeah, I don't really look like him too much.
The fucking wrist-mounted...
The wrist
Cool.
rocket is sick.
The wrist rocket... This is crazy for $30.
I don't love this guy, but he's a good deal. Like,
They would never give you this
fuck no.
for $30
This would be
ever
$100.
again. Exactly.
Those are recolors of Takadox's head too, which is cool. Yeah, he's okay. I just don't think he's a good Takanuva. They should have made like an Anika scale Takanuva, but they didn't. They made him this, which I mean he's okay, but the Evoki is completely
His
different.
fucking name is Rob
Don't-
Riggle? Oh my
I
God.
don't care for the What?
Okay, I was trying to find a very niche pull.
I know you're paying attention.
No. So Takanuva, his for some reason character looked like Rob Riggle, who was in this like one episode of Victorious where he played the principal. Hold on,
yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
show.
yeah. He just I don't know. It was a weird Breakfast Club episode, but I was like, this looks like the Rob Riggle of Bionicles, and I was like, I don't know if this is the
That was
actor
a
that I.
wild pull. But okay.
I know.
Crazy
I know.
deep cut.
Yeah, he's well known for Mr. Burcham from Gunderson. No, Gunderson from Mr. Burcham, and he's also in
Oh,
Curb
Mr.
Your Enthusiasm.
Isn't that
Real
that
Pig
new
Podcast,
animated
The
cartoon?
Loud
That's
House, Crep
that
Palace.
fucking animated alt-right unfunny like trash.
Just
no,
another
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Burcham
guess
is
so.
not
That doesn't
good.
surprise me that he's all right. That makes a lot of sense. He's also an American Dad. I don't know. He's Coach Milanis. I don't know any of these like things that he's in, but
American Dad is just another Simpsons spinoff. It's
I know what American Dad is. I meant like all the other things.
Another
that he's in.
Simpsons spinoff, huh?
Yeah, the
Another
like
Simpsons
Family Guy is a response to Simpsons. American Dad and the Cleveland
Yeah.
Brown Show are a response to Family Guy.
My
South
name
Park
is
is somewhere in there.
Cleveland
Rick
Brown.
and
No,
Morty's
South
Park
somewhere
is-
in there.
South Park's
South
its own
Park-
thing, and Rick and Morty is
It-
far too intelligent to be that.
No, and then Smiling Friends is a response to Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that one is
That
true.
makes sense. What
I
about
love
BoJack
Smi-
Horseman? Where does that one lie?
I've never actually
I
seen
don't know,
it, so-
somewhere in like
Sad.
the depressed pile.
Smiling
Yeah.
Probably more
sad.
in the Smiling Friends one.
New Smiling
BoJack
Friends
Horseman is a
amazing.
response to
Asexuality.
what's that? No, what's that one about the spies?
Will Smith pigeon movie.
No. The animated
Oh.
Venture
shit
Bros.
that's on TV.
I know which one you're talking about.
Venture
I
Bros
don't remember.
is something I should watch. I'll look it up.
I haven't seen very much of it. Okay, Takanova. We've been going on for a while. He is good, but I don't love him. It's just
Well,
not
baseball.
It's just not Takanova to me. Like he should have been white and gold, and they should have done another canister scale set of him. They should have done, like I said, when they did a wave of, let's say you take the Toamari and you do a wave of canister
Archer.
sets. Oh yeah.
Archer. Oh, they're spies?
Archer, I barely know her.
I thought they just...
I thought they just swore at each other, and then
Yeah,
you had that one
literally
voice
did.
actor from
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers,
Wait, which one?
which is a
Linda?
response to, I don't know, Ratatouille or something. I don't know.
Ratatouille.
This poem is any show I can think of.
Well, I mean, I did say that the mask with the dude inside of it looked like it was like Ratatouille, but from the outside.
Yeah.
It's all coming together, full circle.
So how
Sure,
cool is
Ray.
this Bionicle set coming? It's
How
so
cool
cool.
is it?
So they should, if had they done another wave of like in that half year, because Matoro's dead, you would need a white set in there anyways. So you just make it canister sale Takanuva. But they didn't do that.
I'm glad you were the sales director.
God, I would have made so many more sets.
You would have saved the series.
I would have made specifically what I wanted, not that would have made money.
And then that was it, yeah.
And it would have slapped.
It would have. I don't know. Actually, I hope so. I should post my mocks. I don't make very many, but
You should.
can
I
do
kind of
that.
want to see them.
Anyways, this is Makuta Icarax, basically
This
a
is
slightly
hard
souped
as
up
fuck.
Fantoka. Yeah, he goes
Ooh.
so hard.
He's like if Icarus had like an evil twin. Oh wait, he does. His name is Dark Pit. Continue.
This is he has not quite the
Fit
exact
based off
same mold,
Icarus?
but it is the same mask that the original Makuta wore. It's
yeah.
technically a slightly different mold, but it's the same.
I remember that guy.
Effectively. Yeah, Makuta's the species now, not his name. His name is the original Makuta's name is Pterodax. Don't worry about it. So Icarax goes hard as fuck. I don't really understand this weapon, but it looks cool. This thing spins, which is amazing.
This bitch
I
spins.
believe the wings move, which is great. He's got a Tridax pod, which always goes hard. Yeah, he's
You poop-
awesome.
you
I wish I had
Pop
him.
the chest.
He
Pop.
is extremely cool.
It's filled with gummies. You should eat them.
Basically a souped up Baraki, like I said.
Ooh, you want to eat my
Or
stomach
not
gummy
souped
so
up Baraki,
bad.
Not a
You
souped
want
up
to eat my
Baraki.
stomach gummies? They're
He is
not
a souped up
tapeworms. Don't
Fantoka.
worry.
I don't like this.
Don't like where this direction's
hate
going.
all of this.
Keep going, Connor. You're doing great.
Yeah, no, super cool though. I really wish I had him. Again, I don't understand his weapons though. That's the worst thing about him.
They're just fucking sharp and look sick as hell.
It
Who
looks sick.
cares?
I'm not complaining. I like it's.
Exactly.
He's really cool.
Give it to me. This was $20.
I think he's my favorite so
Um,
far. He's my I already forgot her name. Rudaka from this episode.
He is
For this episode.
so hard.
Yeah, he is.
God damn. Got a Tridax pod. She Tridax my pod till I Icarax. This year, because they're no longer doing canister scales, or not canister, they're system scale sets, they decided to do vehicles instead. Which I think is better.
Some fucking pod racing bullshit.
Yeah, this is Voltraz. I don't know the name of the vehicle.
Now this is pod
I'll try
racing.
Now
spinning. That's
this
a
I
good
can
trick.
get into.
I'll try spinning as I fucking perfectly football throw this thing into a wall.
Voltraz's little speeder is cool. It can open up and you can put the extra ammo
Load
in
it.
there. The speeder is quite simple. He is just another Av Matoran, or Shadow Matoran. I like that new mask though. That's an exclusive. Yeah, it's pretty simple. There's not much to say about it, but I like it. Vehicles are nice. It's hard to do things like this for Bionicle at a reasonable price because it would just be too expensive. Because it would be huge. You can't build a building because it would be massive. It would cost too much money. Even before the housing crisis, like people just can't buy that. But this is cool, and I like the mask. Mazuka is not as good. That's a reuse of Nupar's mask from the Mara years. Shouldn't have done that. Should have been at least a new color.
They extended the stendo.
Yep. Yeah, they put more in.
You get more.
You could shoot so many Zaymores. This one is it's fine. I believe the legs move around a little bit.
That's some like Confederacy of Independent System bullshit.
It looks
right
like
there.
a War of the Worlds monster.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of this one. It's just sort of a Technic mess, which isn't a bad thing. I just don't love it. He's fine. It shouldn't have reused that mask though. It should have had a new mask, or at least a recolor. The
Spider.
Rocco T3.
They're just making pod racers now.
Pretty much.
Did
This
you say
is
spanking pod racers?
making pod racers.
Oh, I think it said never mind.
This is Pohatu, by the way. He looks different again. I love these new... Same mask, but a new thing with the fins on the side. Stupid, but
like,
looks fucking awesome.
looks awesome. So that's good.
The speeder is cool. I don't have too much to say about it. I don't have any of these, by the way, so it's going to breeze through them. I believe it opens up and it can shoot the Zaymores, which is always cool. They look very swooshable. I want it. If anybody has them, give them to me. The Jet Tracks is also very cool. That's actually Antraz. This
Year
was
of the pod racer.
this was supposed to be Kopaka's vehicle, but in the lore, Antraz stole it and then he turned into this. He looks cool. That's a new mask. This one's pretty sick too. Again, yeah, you're right. These are just pod racers, but it's awesome and I love it.
Oh yeah. Put it in your hand and
it looks so
do spins in
swooshable.
your room. Go.
It's got it's got a handle to hold it at the bottom. I think so did this one, so you could just fly. Yeah, it does. So you can just fly them around. That's amazing. Again, these are expensive for the time.
$50.
But
Yeah,
You're gonna buy.
that's pricey.
You could have bought GTA 4 for that price.
but yeah, worth it in my opinion. For some reason, with this set, they did a yellow version. That was the exact same thing, but with yellow panels.
Yellow
on it.
So it comes
edition.
in,
I don't
in
know why.
sky blue or piss yellow.
Look at the price difference between this. $341 new versus $924.
Oh my god, why is piss yellow so
Because
expensive?
this was a rare release. I don't know why they even did this though. I think it canonically does turn yellow for like 3 seconds, and they decided to make a set out of it. I don't know why. This is worse. It was cooler.
It's like dude, literally, it's Sonic's. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog after using the
Concentrating the furry
emerald,
version.
Chaos Emeralds. Yeah.
You mean these Chaos Emeralds?
Michelle, you mean these Chaos Emeralds?
Chaos Control. That video's great.
I can't do
Isn't
an
that-
Obama impression.
Isn't that a source animation?
I think so.
I don't know.
I'll find it. Hold on. Keep going.
But yeah, no, I don't have much to say about the yellow version. It's yellow. And this, of course,
It's yellow.
is the
Obama
best
Chaos
one.
Control.
This is
I don't think I've seen this before.
This is the Axelara T9, an absolute
kinda like this.
beauty of the set. That's Leiwa, looking a little bit different. Different mask with the fins too. I like that. I almost bought this a couple years ago until I realized it was missing Leiwa, and then I didn't buy it. It also wasn't like a great deal. It's like $120, which is cheaper than the normal used price. But again, it's missing Leiwa, so. And I don't know if it was 100% complete. It wasn't built. It was just a bag. So I didn't buy it. But I do really want this guy. The sides open up to reveal the guns, which is great. This is the biggest one. It's really cool. I really like it. I really want it.
It is. It's kind of cool. I like the little like seating area where you just like it just sit itself down just to go do some. It's like, oh, just give me a second. I just gotta go blow up a building here.
I like landing feet.
Yeah.
The
He
build.
likes feet. He
The
likes
character.
feet.
I
He
do
likes
like-
feet. He
that's
likes
true,
feet.
yeah.
He likes feet. He likes feet. Sorry.
The bodies are like they're the most simple Inika builds you could do, but I think it works for a vehicle like this. You can put the more complicated ones in here. I think a simple build like this is fine. Especially,
Are they meant to be like not as important characters, or
this
are they
is
just...
Leiwa. This is like these are Leiwa and Antros and Pohatu. No, these are important characters. They just kind of they got what was called.
They're just wearing
adaptive-
their suit of armor.
They
their
got
spring
what was
armor.
called adaptive armor, which let them fly, and then it morphed to the vehicles. Don't worry about it. It's just
That
so
makes
many
sense.
toys.
That makes sense.
It's an in-canon reason to explain more toys.
Yeah.
I think that's about So that's it. So it turns out we've been living in the body of God the entire time.
We've been living in the past.
God is the island. And it's on top of his head. So they woke up God. He stood up. I should have put a picture of this.
What happened in 2009?
He stood up. And there turns out the good guys lost.
They did that Miracle on the Hudson thing.
Nice.
They landed that plane on the river and saved all the people. That was good.
Tom
good
Hanks
job,
was
Sully.
there.
Never travel anywhere with Tom Hanks.
No. But Makuta won. He took over the body of God, and then the body of God ejected the Ignica out with his consciousness in it. And it landed on a different planet called Baramagna, which is where this year's story takes place. This year had a movie on it, Bionicle 4, The Legend Reborn. I did a video on it a couple of years ago that we talked about earlier. It broke me. It broke me mentally.
That's what
triggered
it did.
all of this.
This is what,
They also released Minecraft
I made
to
a
the public as a cave game.
I made a mistake in that video. I had a bit where I was like, anytime a new character would be introduced, I'd be like, oh, this character available for X amount of money. Looking at those prices and those pictures, it broke me. It broke me mentally and physically. And it began all of this.
And hopefully it will never happen again with anything outside of Lego.
I definitely haven't been looking at Transformers.
Don't! You were so close. Your self-control is so strong. Your brain's so huge and
Jackson
bumpy.
died in 2009.
He did?
Really?
I thought he died before that.
I
Oh,
also
the
feel like,
H1N1 thing.
Huh.
H1N1. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And Windows 7.
Yeah.
What's the other thing
In
down
2009, for some reason.
here? What do we got for new English words? Alt-right? Cool.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's 2009.
That is when Obama... Wasn't Obama... Obama?
He's the president
Barack.
now.
Barack was inaugurated, so yeah, he's the
Yes.
president now.
Yeah. I remember I learned this.
Oops,
I learned I learned the recession and the inauguration, like, just dates, not really the actions themselves, but the dates from watching the Minecraft, like, presidents play Minecraft. So it's Barack and
So it's
Donald
educational,
Trump
is what you said.
Those are pretty
Biden.
funny.
Yeah. I do enjoy those. Those are very fun. I've been rewatching them because I've watched them before. Yeah, really a good use of my time while I'm writing random other stuff that has nothing to do with it. These cars look funky.
Mm-hmm. These are the Victorian. So this year is also unique in the sense that instead of doing a wave of 6 good, 6 bad, they just did 6 characters. Some were good, some were bad, some were neutral. And then the
Sorry, I
Victorian
saw the Chaos Emerald thing.
and the
And
legends.
they got the new gun.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
It's got so many ways to shoot your
Very
brothers.
elemental.
So many ways. This
Very
one's even
elemental
stabby.
phase.
Yeah, so I love these guys. 2009 is maybe my favorite year. It's this or it's 2007. I kind of go back and forth. You'll notice these guys are way more colorful, and they have the elemental aesthetics are on them. I love that. Like, that's so cool. Like,
That is really cool.
Strax
I
got a
enjoy
big
the-
ice axe and ice coming out of his head and shoulders. Malum's got fire claws on him. Terex doesn't really have anything, but
I had a Terex.
I also had Terex. I have actually had every single canister
Squirrel.
set in this year.
Squirrel is so cool.
Squirrel is cool.
I like him. He's like a dark bitch. I love him.
I've
Got
had
that
not
little
every
emo scene.
canister set is built. These two right now are not built. I didn't have them all when I was little. I've obtained the last few over the years. I didn't have Gresh when I was little. I did have the other ones though. I had a lot of these guys. In 2009, this was all I wanted.
All I wanted was you.
Although it's
Not world peace, but this.
No, fuck that. I
Yeah.
don't care. I didn't know what the housing market crash was. So these guys are so cool. I love their colorations. I love their new weapons. I love that all the dual moldings.
Bro,
Strax's
fucking neck.
is
Holy
actually
shit.
really long, but you're not supposed to hold it up this way. He's supposed to hold his neck horizontal. So which gives him like a hunch, which works.
Yeah, the render is very
And
deceiving.
I just put this in because it was funny. because he looks stupid.
Really good.
Like a giraffe.
But you're not supposed to
Yeah.
hold him up that way. I don't know what my favorite out of these guys is. Maybe Malum, but I love all of these guys. These are most of my favorite sets are from 2009 because I just really like 2009. These guys are all perfect. They're unique. They're elemental. They're
first picture.
colorful. They look different from one another. They're not clones. They're so much fun. They do have a new headpiece. This is the Gatorian headpiece, which will categorize
It's like Iron Man.
He does look like Iron Man. I've always thought that. It will characterize the last couple years of Bionicle. We technically have one more year after 2009, but it doesn't count. This is really the last real year we have. It will also carry on into Hero Factory. It's different. I don't necessarily prefer that head. I liked the weird sort of robot head if they met your head block. But this does allow for some different kinds of faces. This lets you build a helmet and you can see a mouth underneath it. Again, it's just different. I don't necessarily think it's better, just different. Skrull has a spinny... I love all their weapons as well. Skrull has a spinny shield. I love these dual-molded axes. The big axe. They're not all just swords either. There's a lot of swords in Bionicle. Love the claws. Malum doesn't have hands, though. These guys introduce hands. They stop using the old axle piece as hands, and they get these molded fingers. They don't open up. They should have done this years ago, though. I like this, but this is better. It just looks better. Are you guys still there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
You guys
listening.
just went
Yeah.
very quiet.
Oh, sorry.
I'm intently listening. It's very interesting.
You could just say you don't care. You still have to listen, but
That's true. That's true.
I'll listen to it again later. You know this.
oh, that's true. Actually, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I also.
I don't.
I will say I was quite quiet on the last episode,
I
so
have
I
to-
still haven't listened to it in full.
I have to-
But it should be better this time.
I don't really listen to them because I have to edit them, but
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
So you do listen to them.
yeah, but not like afterwards in post.
Yeah.
Also, Vorox is tan. We sort of got back into brown. He has brown as a secondary color with these dual molded armor pieces, which I think are cool.
It's like a scorpion. He's got a third arm.
I don't like sand though.
Of course, referencing.
Yeah, he does
Fuck,
have,
you beat me
he
to
has
it.
a
God
tail,
damn it.
though. I like the tail.
We love
yeah,
tails.
like,
We love. Yeah.
people say that the Unika builds are all the same. Like, that's not true. Like, he's got a hunch. He's all built. He's got a tail. Malum's weird. Gresh is pretty simple, I'll admit. So is Terex, but I don't know. I like them.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the dual mold weapons, dual mold mask on Gresh.
Yep.
Fantastic sets. Love them. They have two gimmicks, which are sort of the same gimmick. So the weapon is the Thornaxe launcher. This is a very common shooter for the next few years, even outside of Bionicle and Hero Factory.
What a strange little detail with adding
It's-
the numbers and
Fuck!
stuff.
I know that little clippity-doo fucking spinny bitch.
You must have had one of these guys.
Yes, we said we had the blue one and the
think
bottom
my brother
one.
had
Oh,
one of
right,
those
we did
actually.
have this. Yeah, yes, we did have this discussion.
What the fuck? Why? What was
It's
the point of
unlocking
that
things
spinner?
in Grandpa too.
It was a health game. So these guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
Glatorian, so they're gladiators. That was sort of the plot of this, like this weird world where they resolve their conflicts in gladiator gladiator
and just
combat,
unethical
which
war
is,
fights. Yeah.
is cool. Yeah, you squeeze the thing and shoot the ball. You're supposed to shoot them, and every hit you land, you take down a health point. I played this game like once. Didn't care much for it, but I think it's a
Is it
neat
like the-
addition though.
Is it like the Pokemon cards where like there is a game that comes with it, but you just like there's like you instead of just collecting the cards, there's actually like a way to play them, but you just don't because they look cool. Is it kind of like that?
I mean, I don't play Pokemon, but yes.
Okay, that's what I mean. Is like is this the
It's-
Bionicle
I
version of
think
that
so.
where it's like, oh, it comes with a way to
Yeah,
do
I
it,
more
but you
care
just
about the I
they
did that
just
with
look cool.
Bakugan. I didn't give a fuck about the game. It was boring.
Oh no, I didn't either.
I played it with the same friend that I played Bakugan with. We played this, and then we played Bakugan, and we played this, and we were like, this is boring. Let's go back to doing our own thing.
Yeah,
Um,
literally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My baby cousin, she's like 7. She's like, can we play Pokemon card game? I was like, you fucking know how to play the game? And she has her own version of playing the game, very similar to how
House rules.
instead of yeah, instead of like
We
how
whipping out a
same thing when
draw
we play
four
chess. She
and
also has our house rules of
Pokemon.
chess.
me whipping out a draw 4 in Pokemon.
A reverse, Uno reverse. How the fuck do you do that?
Okay.
Ooh,
So
the shield!
these
That's so cool.
are the Agori, the Matoran of Baramagna. They are just Matoran builds again.
Those weren't real words.
They were. So the
You
Agori...
said a lot of Bionicle words at once.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry, go ahead.
On the different planet, these are the little villagers. They are just the same build as the Matoran from the previous years. I don't hate these builds, but these are even more simple.
I like them.
I don't dislike them. They are quite simple, though. They do have some cool parts to them. The ice
Zesk
shield
really is kinda
sick as
zesty.
fuck.
Right?
The new masks are really cool. Not a huge fan of Attackus's, but he's got like little teeth on it. It's okay. Ranu's is neat. Tarduk's is neat. I like Zesk's mask. Metis is quite simple. Not a big fan of his mask.
Kind of looks like
Barracks is
Optimus
fine.
Prime, but like with a crown instead
Yeah,
of
kind
a
of, actually.
normal two-horn. Yeah.
Barracks has that's Tahu's sword in blue, like the original, which is cool. They are, yeah, like I said, very simple. Tarduk, I like his claws. That's cool. Zesk, I like that he's just a weird scorpion guy. One of the
I
only
couldn't figure out. Oh, sorry.
one of the only characters to not appear in the movie. Just about every set does, except for Malum, although his outline is in it. Malum, Zesk, and then one of the other Gotorian legends does not appear in the movie. Also, a couple of the vehicles, but almost everybody else is in the movie, though, which is cool. I don't really have a favorite. I don't have all of these. I had Attackus as a kid. I have Metis. Oh, so he's a part now. Like, I could probably build him. I probably should. Metis, I think I still have him built. Tarduk I have, and Zesk I have. I don't have Ranu or Barracks.
Tarduka's like a little green booger gremlin. Booger gremlin.
Wait, who is?
Tarduk.
Yeah, he's weird.
Tarduk.
I like
Yeah.
him. I don't know why he's
I like
this,
him too.
'cause
I think
he's
he's
supposed to be
funky
a
looking.
normal villager when they made him this, but he
These
does
are all
look
very
cool.
odd villager, like looking villagers. If this is what the normal is supposed to be.
Okay. Oh, there's more pictures. Did I have 4 slides of these guys? No, I didn't. These
No, just 3.
These
Like a normal
are
mount.
the Glatorian legends. And this is the other set who wasn't in the movie.
Oh my god! Of course, I heard Clitorian legends.
No.
I'm like, yeah, it's just nobody knows how to find it. It's
Oh,
crazy.
These are really low res. These are more of the same, I think. That's not a bad thing. There's just more of them. Stronius is probably my favorite. Love the beak club. Love the
Ooh,
mask.
Galu is kind of furry, almost like
Galu's mask
borderline
does look,
furry.
It does look a little bit like a cat. But I really
Yeah.
like... Galu is a close second.
He's pretty cool.
I have owned all of these at some point. I believe the only one not built is... Well, my Keena's busted, actually. I have the other ones built. Her limbs, you can even see it on this picture. Those are cracked. Yeah, again, these are quite brittle pieces. Matanui, that's God. That's the mask that
I
got
was gonna say,
shot
that
off
sounds
into
familiar.
space. That's him. In a new body, voiced by Worf from Star Trek. That's a typo. Those aren't $1,000 new. Don't know what that's supposed to say, but that's a typo. It's not supposed to say that.
That's not normal.
I love Vasis's kind of like Greek-inspired sort of mask. The things I love, the vines going on them.
Kina's got the little Triton.
Yeah, I love
Poseidon,
the
like,
Triton,
Triton sort of thing.
They're elemental
Yeah.
themed. I like the ice shield on Gelu. I love the fire sword on a car. These guys
Gelu's so
are
cool.
sick. I do wish Matanui had a sword, like he does in the show or in the movie. He has the shield in the movie too, but I wish he had the sword and the shield. But he never gets the sword. Yeah, Stronius's neck is much like Strax, where it's actually really long, and you have to you're supposed to hold it horizontal though, so it doesn't look weird. Kina does not use the Inika build. She is the only canister set who does not. There are almost no Inika pieces on her. Those fin pieces are exclusive. Oh, she's built wrong in that one. Those are supposed to go back. Oh well. Yeah. More of the same. I still think they're sick as hell. I think we've lost Ethan. But
I'm reading
Yeah.
about 2010. I'm getting
he's
ahead
not.
of you here, sorry.
but I do really like these guys. They are more of my favorites. This is
They're
my
very
favorite,
cool.
and I love that they're colorful. I like the dark, gritty aesthetic, even though they're children's toys.
Yeah,
But,
we've gotten past the point where I've had any of these sets, I
I
think.
prefer this though. I mean, I was 8.
This is,
like, it's
I
not.
agree. I
Looks
think this
kinda
is pretty
sick.
Cool. Well, no, it's just cool. Like, this is, like, design-wise and, like, color theory-wise, like, it all just matches really well.
And I
like, it
grew up
flows
with
really good.
these, so. And I remember seeing
I
my
didn't grow up with
friends
these,
with
and I think
these.
they're cool.
I bought Bionicles off of him. I'll censor his name. Who is the friend I mentioned earlier? I bought all of his.
Yeah, he's just getting a lot of shout-outs
Accidentally scammed him.
as usual.
I
You what?
didn't know.
Nah,
how
scam your friends.
I didn't know how
Normal.
much
What
Yeah,
should be
that's
done.
true.
worth.
Scam the shit out of your friends.
I support scamming friends if it's for the sake of friendship.
No, he was fine with it. He offered me his. I don't know exactly how much it was all worth. Also, 'cause I didn't know what was in it before I bought it. I knew a couple
Yeah,
of sets.
you're not scamming him if you didn't know.
I didn't know what was. I knew one set was in there because it was on top. It was. We'll get to it in a bit. I'll point it out when we get there. And it's big and it's worth more by itself than I paid for it. But I didn't know that. He was like, yeah, make me an offer, and I'm like, I don't remember what I threw out at him. $120 or something like that. He's like, oh shit, I was gonna say like 50. Yeah, let's do that. So I gave him that. So like he doesn't care. But I didn't know. And then it turns out what was in the bin was worth more than I thought it was. But again, I didn't know that at the time. And I didn't.
Again, like you wouldn't.
No,
He wouldn't.
I
he
didn't
wouldn't
know
until
how
you
much
went
was
there.
complete.
It's a fair deal.
Especially stuff from this time can be very broken, and it was. Some of it was. He took very good care of his stuff, but like it's not his fault. They just break because the pieces were built stupidly.
That's okay.
So, yeah.
Alright, move on to the Ark Survival fucking set.
This is Pharaoh and Skirmix, the dinosaur rider set, which
I was
is
gonna say this looks
fucking
like a
awesome.
dino.
Very similar to Lecon from 2004, but the dinosaur is better, but the figure is worse. Pharaoh, I don't like.
His little shoulders are kind of.
He's just another Adventorian. This is a reuse of Skrull's mask. This mask gets so much use, and I don't know why. It's a fine mask, but it's weird that it gets reused so often. He also doesn't have hands. I don't know why. I think he's technically supposed to be a different species.
No grippers?
Whatever. I don't care. He's fine. You're buying this set for Skirmix, which is the dinosaur, and it's awesome.
Which
I
is
Yeah,
do.
very
$20
cool.
dinosaur?
I do
Looks
have-
sick for
Fucking
20 bucks.
thank
Oh,
you. Yes,
look
please.
at that. I get sad. I do have this. It's got a couple broken bits on it, but it's not too bad. The mouth opens and closes. He's way more posable than you'd think he would be. And
I mean, look at him doing that little dance there on the right
attack.
side. He's like, hey, hey, hey.
Pharaoh can ride on the back. He's got a
I've
thing
stabbed
built.
you.
He's got a thing built into his butt so he can stab onto the back. He stabs in
Little
there.
booty. He's so cute.
So it doesn't fall off. He's pretty good. I like these sort of technicky Rahi builds. This is sort of a return to form of what we used to get, but a little less technicky. I think better. I think this. I love this kind of build. We should got more of them. This is Tuma. I also have this guy.
Tuma.
The mighty Tuma. The biggest problem about him, those are stickers on his mask. They should not have been stickers.
Oh, what the fuck?
What? Oh, did you
Those are stickers?
Yeah, those are stickers. Don't like them.
Those are gonna last for a day.
Definitely not
Yep,
waterproof.
the ones I have are appealing. I have 2 copies of this set. They're both wrecked.
Of course they
The
are.
sticker, like one's peeling, the
Fucking
others.
stickers.
One's
You
peeling, the
fucking
others are
stickers.
really crooked. So, I
It'd
love.
be cheap if you just mold your own plastic and put it on
Do
the
you?
side.
I can paint them if you ever want.
No.
I have really tiny brush. Oh,
It's
okay.
not how God intended them to be.
Well, I could Mod Podge it so it doesn't get
No,
all
you could-
weird and
don't
gritty.
touch
Probably
my
gonna
Lego.
wanna-
And stays.
No, it's fine. I appreciate it.
Re-glue the sticker, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
okay.
probably gotta You could mod it over. You can Mod Podge the sticker over so
No,
it
it's
stays
not that bad.
stuck on there. Okay, well, I'm giving you
They're
solutions
supposed
if
to
you
be
ever
this
wanna,
way.
if you ever want
I
one.
can't change them. Can't mod.
It's supposed to be
okay,
shit.
Okay,
It's supposed to
okay.
fall apart and
supposed to be this way.
I
Those are
just
actually.
died again.
These are feet as his shoulders. They're Karapar's feet. No, Mantax's
I was
feet.
gonna
Those are feet on his
say,
hips
look
as well,
at-
and a
Dogs
foot
out.
on his shoulder. Bionicle just likes feet as decorations. Shut up. In a love
Feet,
Brutaki
Not helping your
story,
feet
Black-
argument.
feet.
That's
Sorry.
cool, although it's only half of it.
Feet are pretty cool.
It's got these kind of
They are
angled
indeed.
big blades on his back. Don't really know what they're supposed to be, but they do look cool. He's not as big as some of the other Titans, but he's still a sizable, chunky lad. Not the biggest fan of his face, even if it wasn't stickers. I still wouldn't love that mask. It's okay, but okay, we should wrap this up soon.
Yeah.
We got like 10 more slides. Yeah, he's solid. More vehicles this year.
Ooh,
This is the
Among Us?
This is the
But with arms and legs.
This is the Sendox V1. I don't have this. It's just a little like speeder guy. He's just another Rigori. He's the same. They reused this helmet mold a couple times, just in different colors to save costs. I understand that, but I still don't love it. It's fine. It's cool. Just a little like bike thing. Little ski-doo. It's fine. Don't have much to say about it.
Blue
He
skidoo,
is French
weekend
Canadian.
This is the Caxium. I do have this one.
Oh man.
So it's two bikes that stick together and make like a little car. That's cool. I like that.
Police bike.
They're actually reusing that same helmet, just
police
flipped
bike.
backwards in silver.
Cool.
They're just Aventouring. They're fine. Or Agori, I guess, but they're the same thing. They're whatever. The bikes are pretty cool, though. You're supposed to do, like, vehicle combat with these guys. They do have, like, a health counter built into the vehicles. Yeah, they're... Same with this guy. It's on his back, but same thing. Yeah, whatever. Not much to say. It's a little Technic bike. I like that they separate them. The Baroness,
You are indeed correct.
I had when I was little.
Bro, he broke out him
Wow.
whipped.
It's a
Oh no.
Chariot.
Oh,
That's cool.
no.
I don't remember I don't remember their pilots' names. That's Samad, I think is his name. I did have this as a set. I can't rebuild it though. He's fine. Again, another Agori Aventuring build. I like the animal with the weird two heads. I don't remember its name either.
Jim.
It's just a chariot. Quite simple. I'm trying.
I said his name was Jim.
I like the two heads. Not the biggest fan of the mask for the monster's head. It's okay. I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. Don't like his mask very much though.
Looks like an elite helmet.
You know what? It does actually. Yeah.
That was quite the fucking pull with how degraded my neurons
it does
are at
kinda
this
look
point.
like that. Yeah, it's a chariot. That's a Gresh's blade on the back. I do like the dual molding on the mask though. That's good.
Hell yeah.
The Thornatus V9 is just a sweet drag racer. It kind of pops in and out too. Those are Krika's head, just in silver. The pilot
I
is about the
recognize those
most.
wheels.
The pilot is the
Thornatus.
most basic Aventouring that you could do, but that's
Dang.
not a bad thing.
The same wheels as like the mining thing.
Power miners.
Power
I love
miners.
power
I don't-
miners.
When I use children in a power plant,
It's just-
power miners.
It's just Lego Deep Rock Galactic, and it's amazing.
Lego Deep. Yeah, it's great.
I wish I had power miners. I don't have any. Yeah, it's cool.
I
It's a
had power
car.
miners.
Gimme.
Have.
Wait, who did that? Who was that?
That was a great audio clip, Connor. You gotta.
Was that Connor?
If there's one thing you gotta
Can you
listen
please
to a
clip
couple
that?
times, like in recording, is that gimme you just did. It sounded like a
think
fucking electronic voice phenomenon. That was not
yeah.
you.
Yeah. I'm hoping that you clip that so that I can have it in my own
It's
personal
I
stash
wonder-
of audio.
Man.
of you.
The trailer.
Hopefully he recorded that so we can use it later.
Oh fuck. Okay, I just had a terrifying
Gimme.
moment that I wasn't recording. I am.
Oh god, you scare
No, he.
every single time.
But yeah, this guy is. It's fine. It's not much to
Okay.
say.
Sick as hell. Cool car. What the fuck? Now go to the next page.
So shout out to Brickzone for letting me steal this picture of Google Images. It
Kind
also
of them.
it
I'm
has
glad they gave you permission.
it has sky blasters as well, which is neat.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
probably the
hell yeah.
closest to sourcing you're ever gonna get.
So this is
The whip.
the Scopio XV1, the largest Bionicle set that wasn't a combiner model ever made. I have it. It's incredible. This is the set I accidentally scammed him for. because I didn't realize it was as expensive as it is.
Oh my god.
How much do you think it's worth? Oh,
I didn't-
Holy
$200.
Didn't know that.
Oh wow.
It,
Okay. He's got a very predator-like body-ish sort of thing. If he had more tubes coming out of him, he'd look more.
yeah, the pilot,
predator-like.
he's actually not he's sort of a cross between an Admatoran and a regular Toa. He's fine. He's whatever. I like the orange on him, though. It's the tank. It's amazing.
That looks like a scarab
It's
when
a
it's standing. but I
scarab from
can't tell you what-
Halo, but it turns into a truck.
It really is.
It's amazing. Well, it turns into a tank, but it's so cool. I'm so happy I have this thing. The build itself is not like really amazing. Like, it's not a fun build, but the thing you get out of it is absolutely worth it. It's so cool.
Yeah,
The jaw
looks
kind
sick as fuck.
the jaw kind of snaps shut a little bit. There's one of these things in the movie, although it's like the wild Scopio, not the Scopio XV1. It looks the same, but they left the pilot in on the model in the movie. You can see his hands because he looks weird without it. There's a big gap there. I just think that's funny. It's a fun bit of trivia. That's trivia-tastic. I'm losing my mind.
All right. When you said trivia-tastic, I'm like, all right, Connor needs to go to bed.
Yes.
Boys get sleepy.
Yeah, he's fine.
Come
But
on.
no, this thing is fucking incredible. It's
Looks sick as fuck.
so
It's
cool.
very cool.
The transformation is pretty cool too. It's pretty simple. You just like open them up. But it's big. Like, it is a big set. I think I've shown you guys. Well, you've at least seen it because it's in my like it's
I don't think
your,
I've seen
it's
it.
in your hovel.
it's
No,
look, I'm touching it. It's like a foot from my face.
Well, then I definitely have not noticed it.
It's right next to my desk.
touch Scopio
Weird
XV1.
flex, but okay.
I'm reaching. I can
Yeah.
see most of the sets we're talking about because my 2009 box is open and I can see Madanui sitting right on top.
Staring out at you.
Just looking at, I can see Tuma.
God is
from where I
watching
am.
you and how much
I can
sinning
see
you've
Malum
done.
from where I am. I think that's all I could see. Well, I can see Brute. I can see some other weird
Connor?
stuff. Anyways, Toamon.
Thank you.
This is
Hey,
Toamon.
that's the one.
This is God.
Holy shit,
There's-
$2,000?
There's
Almost
no,
$3,000?
This is a $500 mask by itself.
Oh my
Somebody
god.
is selling it on Marketplace right now, and I want it. So I really want this set, even though I think it's terrible. It's kind of a mess of colors of just ketong, orange, yellow, and gold. It should have
Yeah,
just
it's not
just
very
been
coherent.
gold. The build is like technically very impressive.
The hands are
The
cool.
hands are cool. He can twist at their hips. But he can't, like, the color scheme just wrecks it for me. But that is one, and the head's too small. But that
Yeah, the neck is a little too,
is one of
skinny.
the finest mask I think they ever did. Also, that's the body of God, because they're living on him. That's why the mask is shaped that way. They gave him his sword in this mold, but you can't really use it on the Toa because it's too big. The shield is cool though; it kind of snaps in and out. He
It's
is
a gun.
big, but he's so expensive. I want him so badly.
Did he fucking get me in the bottom right?
Yep, me when I get you. Let me close my grippers on you.
No, like you did the fucking OK sign on your hand, on your leg. Remember that?
Oh my
From,
God.
like,
I
8
don't
years
think
ago?
he is
Oh my
doing that,
God.
but
No, it's absolutely what he's doing.
It's pretty close.
No, 'cause
it
his-
looks.
his
No, his finger's bent.
yeah,
Fuck, says
he-
pinky.
he's
Okay,
not
never
doing
mind.
that. Yeah.
Me,
But
when,
yeah,
me when I
No.
get you. Me when I fucking get you.
posable fingers though. And yeah,
Yeah, that's
huge,
cool.
so cool, beautiful mask. I wish to bask in its majesty. I've never seen it in person, but yeah, pearl
One
gold
day
is
you
such a
will.
it's supposed to be this
Yeah.
color too.
You know, once you sell us, then you'll have enough
One
money.
day you'll
and-
accidentally just acquire one.
I dream of that. But this is the color it's supposed to be, and it's only in this color in this set. Yeah. I wish the canister set was all gold. He's I forgot to say that. He's orange, which looks okay, but I wish he was gold. And that brings us Bionicle. Oh, that's God.
Oh yeah. Cancel.
My God.
Did they cancel dinosaurs?
That's God, and then God in a prototype body of God. That's Makuta in the body of God. Yeah, so 2011 or 2010 was supposed to be dinosaurs. And we're supposed to get these guys. These are the Element Lords. We'll go into more about what we were supposed to do later, but it was canceled. 2009 was the biggest and most expensive year ever, plus housing crisis. So it had a noticeable decline in sales. It didn't bomb, but like Lego was like, well, we need to reassess this. Let's cancel the theme, but we'll hold on. We'll leave it in like good public standing in the public eye, and we'll bring it back in a few years. And that worked out so well. I actually like the reboot sets, but I'm the only one who likes the reboot sets.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, we'll get to that later, but they were going to do more dinosaur stuff. There is a canceled script, or the script out there for the canceled 5th movie is out there somewhere. At least the story treatment for it. I haven't read it. They had to rush the story at the end, which is what this is from. This is a render of Makuta in the body of God, and then Matanui in a prototype body of God, the Great Spirit robot. And that brings us to the final year of Bionicle. Objectively, the worst year, but that's not its fault. This is the entire
They did
year.
the Olympics in Canada this year.
Olympics are in Canada this year? What?
In 2010.
Oh yeah, in Vancouver.
They made One Direction. They made Instagram. They exposed that 60% of the deaths in the 2003 Iraq War were civilians, which is a count that has gone closer to 80% now.
Yeah, but think of the oil we got.
Yeah, if you ever wonder why Julian Assange cannot step on U.S. soil, that is why.
Yeah, obviously that's bad. That was a joke.
Yeah.
So, this is it. This is the entire year.
This is the end.
They canceled it, but the designers were able to squeeze out one last year just to kind of thank everybody and come out for one last wave of sets. They're just Abmatorin. They're fine. They're all supposed to be sort of a throwback, even though 2 of them had...
Yeah, Tahoe is pretty...
Yes, that's the original version, but in like that's...
Yeah.
I don't...
I drew that, I remember.
Yeah, I don't really know why he regressed, but this version is fine for what it is. New feet pieces, those are cool. There's a couple new cool pieces here and there. Takanuva is silver now. I wish he was gold, but he's not gold because the gimmick is gold armor, which is these things. I like the lime recolor as well on Gresh's mask. That's cool. As well as the silver recolor on his weapons. That's Akar's sword, but now dual molded. Very nice. So the throwback is 2001, 2003, also 2003, 2006, 2009. They
Throwback to last year.
Yeah, I know they shouldn't have done those two. But it makes sense story-wise.
I am a strategic genius.
Like that's the same head mold as the scroll that was still on, like the exact same head. It's the one you was still on shelves. You could still buy it, and obviously that's worse. I have Tahu and Takanuva, Rakshi, and I had Paraka when I was little, but he's not together.
Barack Obama?
Technically,
Yep.
Paraka is, I
He
believe,
was president. He lost control of the Congress this year.
Yep.
Oh.
I believe his name is Nectan or Nectan. Something
No,
like
his
that.
middle name's Hussein.
Oh, Barack Hussein Obama.
Obama.
Is that really his name?
That's really his name, I think.
Didn't know that.
I'm fairly sure. I can look this up, though.
Also, Skrull has a recolor up. Did my computer just freeze?
Obama
Oh, no, we're
last
good.
name.
Obama?
That's a recolor of Kopaka's sword in black, which is nice.
That's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
It's Barack
Black
Hussein
wings, black
Obama
black
the
wings,
second.
There's nothing to even say about these. Now there are 2 of them. This is getting out of hand.
This is getting out of hand.
Mr. President, there's been a second one. A second Obama. But there's nothing to even really say about. Like, the Rakshi sucks. He's the worst one. It's nice to get that head in yellow, but it's connected to a big back thing. You just have to snip it, though, and it's the same. Although it's rubber.
I am
They're
rubber and
just-
you are glue.
What a disappointing end. We have spent the last 4 hours talking about Bionicles.
Feels like hate.
But 8 if we count the time it took us to record for the first one. And what a disappointing way to go out. The gimmick is the golden armor. You collect it all and you put it on Tahu.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
It is
That pretty
cool, but like, ooh, whatever. It's a throwback to the
Oh,
original year as well.
oh,
It's kind
whatever.
of Deus Ex Machina, so they can finish the story.
What the heck is a Deus Ex Machina?
Something that comes in at the last minute to save everything.
Deus,
like,
God,
like the
X out
Chaos
of
Emeralds.
Machina,
This
machine.
is the Chaos Emeralds of.
You mean these
Yeah.
Chaos Emeralds?
Yep.
You mean these
Yeah,
Chaos Emeralds?
it's. I know that like I'm repeating, but like, isn't this just depressing? This is it. Like, I do like the silver recolor of the Evoke though. That goes hard. Oh no, that's not even a recolor. I take it back. That was on Makuda's hands.
Makuda.
Just now I'm sad. This is it. This is where we end.
Well,
This is the end of the episode. What a disappointing way.
That's it.
is that?
Bionicle
Disappointment for you.
G1 is over. That's it. That's all of
Done.
it.
No more.
No
We
more
will do
of
a
the good
lore
boys.
episode at some point. But Constraction did not end here. Next episode, we will talk about the weird Ben 10 one, Hero Factory, and others.
I'm excited for Ben 10.
No, you're not. Don't be.
I am.
Don't
I
be.
so am.
Don't be.
I will be.
It's a great
It's
show.
bad.
I will be proven wrong in
I've
a
never
few
seen
months'
the show,
time.
but
Whenever you get back to, I watched a little bit of it. I had cable.
I've never seen the show, but the toys are bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it
Yes, is it?
Hero Factory I do like though. It's just different. But yeah. So that's Bionicle G1, and still not my favorite it's not my favorite Lego theme to be honest, but it is very close. It's probably
Yeah.
3 behind Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. But I have more autistic knowledge about Bionicle. I just like those funky robots. Yes, I know.
Sure.
I
they're
just like those
Next
silly little
time.
guys.
We'll do a lore episode. We'll do the other ones.
I'm excited for the lore
But we
episode.
do have Bionicle G2 to look forward to, of which I am the only fan of. I will try to make the next episodes shorter. It's
You don't have to.
well, this did take 4 hours, so
Again, yeah. No, it's fine.
you've lost your mind.
Yep.
I mean, we didn't make the presentation. You did. I feel like you probably got the worst of it.
Oh,
I feel like
again, this is all
you
I did
could've-
yesterday.
Yeah.
I spent every evening over the last couple of weeks doing this, but apparently not
Yeah,
enough.
I don't.
And then I did
I
about
can't say I've done
70
the most research.
60%
three of us
it.
anymore.
I did about 60% of it yesterday, I think.
My God.
all right. Going
Yeah. Oh, I didn't have to
balls
look.
back in my court.
I did no research other than the pictures. Is
It's off the dome for
Yeah.
Connor. We're going back to
That's
more
fair.
Heritage Minutes.
that what we're doing next week?
That's what we're doing next week.
Yes.
Cool.
So excited.
I guess 2 weeks from now when we record, but
Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
That's what we're doing
I'm not
next
sure what I'm gonna
time.
do next yet.
On
don't even get me started.
a podcast
Wow.
with presentations.
Thank
about
you very much for listening.
things,
Follow our social
stuff.
media. Follow my YouTube. Follow Ethan's Instagram. Follow Ray's Instagram. You can follow my Instagram too, but
Yeah.
I put more work in YouTube. New CJSiev videos
And this
coming.
podcast as well.
Yeah, I do this. This takes a lot of my time. This is why I haven't.
Yeah.
been-
Also,
This is why there's been no
follow
YouTube
the-
videos.
don't even get me started.
Yeah, subscribe.
In socials as well. Yeah, subscribe. You can
Follow us on
follow us
Spotify
on
and
various
Apple.
platforms. You'll get the hottest memes and the goodest reels.
Sometimes we post
And little
memes on
videos.
Twitter and Instagram.
Sometimes we do. It's mostly me that makes the memes.
I think it's been
but-
all of you.
I think it's all been me, but I mean, I don't have control of the social medias, so I just have to wait till I have to rely on Connor to post them.
I've
'cause
given you the password.
I didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work
Gave
for me,
it
but
to
it did work. I know. I gotta try again. I can't. I don't remember. Also, I lost
I
the
gave it to
password. I have
Ethan
no idea
too,
where you
but
sent it.
I put it in this
Okay,
chat
can you?
somewhere.
You need.
I
Can you,
think.
can you resend it again?
Maybe later. Not tonight. I'm going
Okay.
to bed.
I
Yeah,
am
not tonight.
normal and
Do
can
this
be
later.
trusted with the social media.
Yeah,
accounts.
listeners, it is 11 p.m. at night. Connor and I have to work early
I have to
tomorrow. I
work at
assume
8
Ethan
o'clock
probably also
tomorrow.
has to. I don't think he's.
I
You're not
don't.
working
I
tomorrow,
don't
are you?
gotta work. No.
Ethan gets a day off, and also it's a little earlier for Ethan because they're currently not in the same province as us. But
Yeah,
that's
it's
okay.
only 10
Anyways,
o'clock. Yeah, why are you bitching? It's only 10 o'clock where you are.
It's still 4 hours of my life, motherfucker.
Do you not like listening to me talk about Bionicles
You signed up for
4
this.
hours?
You know, it gets longer the longer we keep talking.
Yeah, but I like
I mean, this is
Bionicles.
this is
Good night, everyone.
good night.